Hi everyone, welcome back to Diamond Delight. It has been quite some time since I last made a video and I apologize for that. It's been a little bit busy recently. So I thought today I would do a good old WIP Chat and just talk with you guys, get to work a little bit on my diamond painting and give you guys some updates. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Let's see, it's been quite some time since I last diamond painted, and even more time since I last recorded me diamond painting, just because life's been pretty busy, had a lot going on with work, and so I just haven't really had the time to sit down and get some me time. But I'm really excited that now I'm finally having a more relaxed weekend and can spend some time working on this painting. I am still working on the Serene Siren Triptych by Diamond Art Club. This one's pretty large and it's actually been, my progress has been pretty slow compared to some of my other diamond paintings. I think partially just because I've been so busy, but also just, I don't know why, it's taking me a little bit longer. I think the drills don't fit quite as nicely as I had hoped. And so, I don't know, I haven't been finding myself enjoying this one quite as much. So I may end up opening a different painting and just kind of having that one in rotation so that I can swap out in between. But yeah, the main reason just being that I've been a little bit busy. So I'm trying to think about the last time I did a WIP Chat, where I was in my life. I think I was at my old job at the time. So since then, I actually switched jobs, same field of occupational therapy, but a different setting. And it's been really cool. I do like it better than the old place I was at. But I'd say it's keeping me a little bit busier than my old job. So basically this new setting, we work with people who have had brain injuries of some sort, whether it's a traumatic brain injury or a stroke. And we are trying to help them get back to doing all the things that they need and want to do. So it's been really rewarding so far, and I really love the company and I love the patients that we work with. There's some really great people that I've gotten to meet and work with. But yeah, anytime that you transfer to a new job, you know, there's a decent amount of stress associated with it, and just trying to learn how to do things, you know, learn who everyone else is, learn the flow of things, get quicker with writing your reports. So I've just been kind of devoting myself to that and trying to get more comfortable and feel like I know what I'm doing. I think in the healthcare field, that's something everyone who I talk to agrees with, that you're just kind of trying to find your way, and there's a lot of uncertainty, but you just have to try your best to provide the best treatment and learn as you go. So I've been a little bit involved with that. And then the other big life event that's been going on with me is that I actually recently moved. So I don't know if the lighting looks any different, or you can notice that it's a different setup than normal, but I am now in a new location. I'm actually in the same general area that I was before, but before I was living with my parents, and I just moved in with my boyfriend and some of his roommates. So we have just been getting all of our stuff together. I'm kind of doing the move slowly, so I'm just taking a few things here and there. Luckily, it's really close to my parents' house where I lived before, so I can pretty easily just go back and forth and, you know, get whatever clothes I need, pop in and say hi to them. They were pretty sad when I told them I was leaving. My dad teared up a little bit, so I'm trying to definitely still visit them often and not make it like, okay, I'm fully gone now, but at least just starting to transition to being a little bit more independent and taking that step forward with my boyfriend as well, so that we have more time together. So it's been really nice so far. I'm definitely not a big fan of packing and moving and organizing and cleaning, so that part's been a little bit stressful on me. And again, another thing keeping me pretty busy, so I haven't been able to work on this as much. But I do think it's all going to be worth it, and things are starting to come together. As you can probably tell by the fact that I'm making this video, we're having kind of a nice relaxed weekend. So I thought I would try to set up my space here and kind of see if I could get some more of this diamond painting done and just also relax a little bit, catch up with you guys. So definitely excited to have this time. The last few weekends have been really busy. My boyfriend had some friends that had birthdays, some family birthdays, family visiting from out of town. So we've kind of just been on the go, and if not on the go, then working on getting our new space set up. So this was the first weekend that we've really been like, hey, we're not really doing anything. That's great. So he went to go visit a friend, and I stayed here to do some of this work and just kind of chill out and decompress. So yeah, super excited to have a little bit of time to relax. Today's Saturday, so I feel like I have the whole weekend ahead of me, even though I know it'll pass by really quickly, but trying to just enjoy it as it comes. But yeah, so I found this drafting table that actually a neighbor was selling at a neighborhood kind of garage sale type thing. And yeah, she was selling it for like 25 bucks, and it's pretty old, I guess I want to say, kind of outdated in that it's like really heavy, really clunky. Everything is very like manual in how you adjust it. So, you know, she was like, I'm not really going to use this anymore. I don't think I'm going to be able to sell it for, you know, a substantial amount. So she let me have it for a reasonable price. And this is actually the first time I'm using it. I wish I had asked my boyfriend to help me set it up before he left, because it was very difficult to set up with one person. Nothing really locks into place. It's all just kind of like, you can lock in the length of the legs, but in terms of like the legs sticking to the table, they just kind of stay there by the weight of the table. So trying to set it up with one person was really difficult. But I did it. I'm proud of myself. I didn't pull anything, I don't think. We'll have to see how my back's feeling tomorrow, because I'm telling you, it is heavy. Like, I'm surprised how heavy it was. But that's probably just also a sign I need to start working out. But that will come when it comes. The other cool new thing about my setup is I'm using a new camera mounting system. So I think I might have mentioned in one of my past videos that I had a very makeshift setup. I just kind of had taped my phone to like a yardstick, and I was using textbooks to get the correct height. But actually for Christmas, my boyfriend's mother was so sweet. She got me a kind of tripod ring light type setup. And so it's really cool because it holds the camera at a nice angle so that hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing, and it's a nice view for you guys, as well as making it just a little bit easier for me, and that I don't have to try to just like use duct tape and textbooks to try to get the perfect setup. So I'm testing it out today. Let me know if you guys like how the look is, or if there's an angle that you'd like me to use instead. I'm actually not using the ring light feature right now because there's such nice natural lighting. So hoping that it comes across in the video as well. And that's one thing I really love about this new place, is that it's got a lot of natural lighting, and it's got some really beautiful views. We can see the SF Bridge from where we are, and we're just kind of in the trees. So I feel like I'm living in a little tree house sometimes, and it's really nice. So right now I have my table set up looking out my window. There's a little balcony, and it's just really pretty. And so also that natural light is enough for me to do this diamond painting without needing any extra sources. I actually don't even have my light pad on right now, partially to me being lazy. Normally when I have everything set up at home and I diamond paint, I just pull it out of the room, put it on the table, I'm ready to go. But for this one, I had packed it all up, so I had to unpack everything and find all my tools and stuff. And so then by the time I was starting, I was like, you know what, if I don't need to get out the light pad, if I can just start and go with how it is, then I think I'm gonna just do that for my own sanity. Ooh, and now I'm working on, sorry, I got distracted by these drills. I'm working on using some AB drills right now. So this C number is an AB drill. I don't know if it's picking up in the light, but it's super glittery and iridescent, and it's got a really beautiful color to it. So right now I'm working on the tail of the mermaid. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it kind of comes out like this, and it's the tail. So she's got some nice pretty sparkles in her fins. So it's really pretty. So yeah, I have the new setup with the table, some natural lighting, really enjoying it so far. It's been nice to kind of just hunt for some new furniture. Well, nice and stressful, but one really nice resource I've been using is Facebook. So I think a lot of neighborhoods have this, and I'm not sure if it's in a lot of different states as well, but we have a Facebook page for neighbors to exchange items that they're not using anymore. So it's kind of like a neighborhood swap, self-sustaining type of thing where we can kind of help cut down on waste and buying new products, because if someone has a chair they don't want to use anymore and someone else needs a chair, then it's a perfect opportunity to just swap and not have to, you know, have someone buy something new and create more waste in the world. So we have been using that quite a lot. Let's see, we got a bathroom rug from it. We got some curtains, some curtain rods. We actually got a few couches, which in hindsight, I might say couches are maybe not the best item to get from random strangers, just because nothing was wrong with the ones that we got. But I think once we got them in our home, we were kind of like, you know, we're putting our heads on these, relying on them. We don't really know where they've been. So yeah, that was kind of in our early stages, and we were just like, cool, couches, that's great, let's get them. And then on further inspection, we're like, maybe we should have just, you know, either gotten one from someone we know, a family member, or just splurged and bought one. But I think the hard thing with this place is that, you know, it's our house right now, but it's probably not going to be our permanent home. So we don't really want to spend a bunch of money on, you know, a place that we might not end up staying in for the long term. So I think if we were to move and find a place that we wanted to live in long term, then we probably would devote a little bit more resources to making it perfect and finding, you know, all the things that we want. But for now, we're kind of just trying to keep it budget friendly. Okay, I just checked the angle of the camera really quickly, and I adjusted it a little bit just to hope that this is maybe a little bit clearer or a better angle. So yeah, please continue to let me know in the comments if this angle isn't working for you or you'd like something better. I'm definitely open to trying to adjust and make something that works for everyone. So still learning, but hopefully with this new tripod, it'll be a little bit easier. I'm now gonna start working on these little plus signs. So let's see what else. Other life updates. Oh, it was my birthday recently. Let's see, I guess it's been like a month now, but still feels recent. So one really exciting thing that me and my boyfriend did was we went to see the Harry Potter play, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It was really, really good. To be honest, I haven't seen many plays in my lifetime. I think the last time I saw one was when I was like, I don't know, like elementary school. I saw The Lion King, which was also really good, but I hardly remember it. But anyways, the point being, I wasn't really sure what to expect, and I don't really know what the norm is, but I felt like, you know, I'm not going to spoil anything in this video, but they had some really cool like special effects and ways to look like magic was actually being done. Yeah, it definitely exceeded my expectations. I kind of thought, okay, yeah, they'll do some tricks and stuff, and some of them, yes, I could figure out, but a lot of them I was like, how did they do that? It was so cool. And just, you know, to give you some context in case you're a Harry Potter fan, and if you've read that play, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, I will tell you, I did not like the play when I just read it as a playwright, which I know I read some reviews and they said, like, yeah, you're not supposed to like it when you're reading it because it's not meant to just be read, it's meant to be performed. But definitely when I was reading it, I was like, I don't really like this. It doesn't really feel like they portray the characters accurately and how they would behave. But yeah, I definitely would recommend seeing it in the play form. It was really good. The actors did an amazing job. The music was good. They had this whole thing about how it was by, okay, I'm gonna mispronounce her name. It's Imogen Heap or Imogen Heap. She had like one really famous song that was featured on SNL. It's called like What You Say or something. But anyways, I really liked her music. It's just kind of like in the background. It's not a musical, but she did kind of have like music that set the scene. And yeah, they just did a fantastic job. So we did that the night of my birthday, which was a lot of fun. My boyfriend kind of had to convince me to do it because my birthday was on a Thursday night, and I am typically the kind of person that does not like to do things on weeknights. Just, yeah, knowing that I have to go to work the next day and wake up early, I usually like to just kind of be mellow, and yeah, no one likes being tired the next day. But my work actually let me take a half day the next day, so I was able to come in late so I could sleep in a little bit. So yeah, it was definitely worth it. And that was also actually right around the time that we were moving into the new room. So my boyfriend had already lived in this house, but he lived in like a single person room. And then the couple that lived in the master was moving out. So he moved to a different room in the same house, and I moved in. So both of us were kind of moving our stuff around. He's obviously a little bit more settled than I am just because he already had all of his things here. But yeah, so that was our first night of being like, oh cool, we're in our new room now. I think all we had was like our bed set up and like a few clothes and stuff. So yeah, that was kind of an exciting thing too. Like now we're getting settled into our new spot. So yeah, there's definitely been a lot going on just between work and the move and my birthday. So lots of updates, lots of exciting things going on. I know things have been getting a little bit better with COVID, so we've just been, you know, kind of integrating back into normal life, still being cautious as we can, but, you know, for example, for the birthday, we were able to go to a tiki bar and, you know, actually get together with friends and stuff. So it's been really nice to kind of get back into the swing of things. Again, being able to see my family when my cousin was visiting was really nice. So definitely appreciating getting to have more of those interactions. I know we were talking with a roommate. We have a new roommate because we had to have someone move in to replace the single occupancy room. And so we've been talking with her as well, and how nice it is to have that interaction again, and how a lot of people have been missing that. So I'm glad to see that things are starting to get a little bit back to normal. We also did a couple game nights for my birthday. So I did one with kind of just my friends, and then one with my family. Most of my siblings and their significant others actually live really close by, but just because everyone's busy, my sister's a nurse, so she works the night shift, we don't get together nearly as often as we should. So my birthday was kind of a nice excuse and prompt to just put some time aside and all get to hang out. So that was really nice. I think I mentioned before that my brother and his wife have twins, so you know, seeing them and getting one-on-one time with them is really hard as well. But nice thing about young babies is they go to bed kind of early. So we just had it at their house, you know, after they put the twins down at 8 o'clock, we just all kind of came over. They have a sound machine and they're downstairs. So we didn't really bother them or have to worry about being too quiet or anything. So yeah, it was a ton of fun. Other than that, I've mainly just been hanging out, just as I said, trying to get settled with work, trying to get settled in the new space. There's a few like upcoming trips I kind of need to figure out. We have a wedding in San Diego in the future, and me and my boyfriend have also really been wanting to go to Disneyland, so we're kind of trying to figure out if maybe we can get some time off from work and just make that an extended trip, because I've been wanting to go to Disneyland for so long now. But it's expensive, and you know, getting time off from work is hard, but it's definitely doable. So I think we want to try to do that. It's funny because we were kind of like, oh, what would it be like to go to a theme park? How would we feel about it? So actually on Super Bowl Sunday, we went to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. And they have an amusement park there with rides and food and all that kind of stuff. And we thought if we went on Super Bowl Sunday, then it might be a little less crowded. Because we hoped that people would just be inside doing their own thing and we could kind of avoid the crowds. And it was funny because it kind of served as like a test run for how we would feel about going to an amusement park. And it actually was, I mean, there were a lot of people there, but since it was all outside and since it was a little less crowded because of the Super Bowl, it actually was pretty nice. The lines went by so quickly. Some of them were shut down, unfortunately. My favorite ride ever is the Fireball. I don't know if you guys know that one, but it's kind of like a little, it's like a claw that has like a circle at the end of it, and it kind of spins you around and it goes up and down, and it gives you that little like jump in your stomach kind of when you do that drop on a roller coaster, but it's like over and over again, so it's really fun. That one was closed, sadly. I don't know why, if it was COVID related or just maintenance or whatnot, but so we were kind of bummed about that. But yeah, it was funny because we were there for like, we planned to be there for, you know, maybe half a day or so, because we bought a pass that was unlimited ride. So we were like, okay, we gotta, you know, make the most of it. Let's stay for a while. But I don't know, after like a couple hours, we were like pretty tired. Which, you know, I forget how tiring it is to go to an amusement park and you're on your feet the whole time. You're going on rides where, you know, your body's getting moved in crazy positions and turning upside down and stuff. So we were kind of laughing because we were like, oh man, like this was a good tester run for Disneyland, but we need to like increase our endurance and our energy levels, maybe take some power shakes or something. But yeah, so he was thinking like, oh, maybe we could go for like 3 days. To me, that sounds like kind of a long time, but I guess it could also be nice because then we might feel more like we can just take our time throughout the days and not feel like we have to cram everything in. So we might actually end up, you know, having more energy if we go for more days. But yeah, we're just trying to figure out if we can do that. Trying to look into deals. Like I know Costco has some deals if you buy with them where like it's like a hotel and ticket package. And then my work also has some discounts, but I think it's very minimal. So we're just kind of trying to figure out like what to do with that. But that's definitely something I am really excited for if we do it. I think it's more feasible than trying to plan a long trip. Like when we went to Thailand right before COVID, took definitely a lot of planning, and it was right after I'd finished school. So it was nice because I didn't have to take off work. So we definitely love to do a big trip like that at some point. We're just not sure when. Yeah, other than that, just a bachelorette party I'm trying to figure out going to as well. I wish it was easier to get time off of work and not have to worry about, you know, all the reports and stuff that are due. I feel like that's the main thing holding me back right now. It used to be me like more being concerned about money and stuff, but I feel like now I've kind of realized like I'm only going to get so many of these opportunities, so I do want to make the most of them. But now it's just, you know, figuring out things with work and how to get time off and not fall behind with all the reports and stuff, because we're having a lot of transitions at work with people moving to different roles. So it's just been really busy, but they're really good about giving us time when we need it. We just kind of have to let them know in advance and also do a bit of work ahead of time so that we have everything that we need turned in and have everything on file for the patients to get their authorization. So it just takes a little extra planning and a little extra stress, but then, you know, makes it worth it in the end when you actually get to go on that trip. Let's see, I just finished that color, and that's the last like main color in the tail. I just need to go back and do the black outlining. So I think I might kind of start wrapping it up here. I'm trying not to keep this too long because I know last time I did one of these I droned on for like an hour. But oh, one thing I did want to check in and get your guys' feedback on before I wrap up is kind of something random, but I'm just curious if you guys would be interested in it. I don't know how many of you have seen those slime videos out there where people are playing with slime, but I see them all the time and I personally love watching them. I love like the sounds of the slime. It looks so fun to play with. And so my boyfriend's mom, if you can sense a theme, she's very generous here. But for Christmas, she was like, what do you want? Or sorry, for my birthday, she was like, what do you want? What do you want? Tell me what you want. And I was like, no, like you already got me stuff for Christmas. Like, please don't. But my boyfriend was like, nope, she's gonna like insist she wants to get you something. So I was like, well, you know, like I have always wanted to try slime, and that's kind of like a fun, you know, fun thing to give as a gift. Sorry, I realized I was completely out of frame, so I readjusted. But anyway, so I ended up asking for some slime just because I've been curious about it for so long now. Kind of like diamond painting. Before I got into diamond painting, I had been interested in it for like at least a year, but had just never like done the dive and done it. So I was like, you know what, like why not? Let's get some slime and see what it's like. So she got me 2 different kinds. One of them I already opened and started playing with, but the other one, it's this beautiful, like, it's got glitter in it. It's got these little like star things in it. It's different colors, so as you play with it, it'll like mix and make one color. And I've held off on opening that one just because, like, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I like to save things as like rewards of like, okay, once I make it through, you know, Friday, I'm gonna do this, or oh, this has been a hard week. At the end of it, I'm gonna reward myself with a boba, or, you know, whatever it is. So I like to give myself little rewards, and I was like, this is gonna be my reward. So I'm kind of like, now that I've moved in, getting more settled in, I kind of want to use that as my reward. But I was thinking if anyone else was curious about what the slime is like, kind of seeing it being open for the first time rather than someone that is really experienced and knows what they're doing. I thought maybe I could show you guys that. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, or if you're like, no, like keep it diamond painting, I'm not at all curious about slime. Either way, I don't think it would become like a regular thing. For me, it would probably just be like a one-time, like, hey, if anyone wanted to see what this is like, here it is. But yeah, I might just film it anyways, just to like have it, and so I can open it and play with it. And then if you guys are interested, I can always upload it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Let me know if you have any fun life updates too. I know it's kind of a one-way conversation, but I'd love to hear from you guys as well. What you're doing, how things are going, if you have any fun trips or fun plans ahead. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop right here, and I'll zoom out a little bit at the end just so you can kind of see my progress so far. I'd say I'm about probably more than 1/3 done, but somewhere in between 1/3 and 1/2. But it is looking really pretty so far. It's just I haven't been working on it recently, so hopefully I can get back into it now that I'm in this new space and now that things have kind of slowed down. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really glad that we got this chance to catch up, even though, as I said, it is kind of a one-way catch up, but still feels good to get back in the groove of things and just say hello and let you know I'm still here. All right, everyone, I will see you next time. Bye.